yeah, 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 look, ball player, no watching from the side. Said that you got him next, well go ahead and show him why. No limits in the sky, go ahead and take your shot. This one is for the city, let's show him how we rock. Coaches used to call my phone, what you doing, just got home.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Up Next, the podcast where we tell you who's up next in youth sports and, you know, always heavy basketball. I'm Jamal Murphy and got my man, co-host extraordinaire, Khalid Green. What's up? What's going on?
Peace, man. I'm excited tonight, man. I'm bringing on one of the top dogs, wolves, whatever you want to call him. He's here. Jaden Bradley, man. You know, number 6 in the country.
Yeah.
And the top point guard.
No doubt. No doubt. Like you said, Jaden Bradley, and his father is also on with us.
Yes.
Nathan Bradley. Jaden is a 5-star in the class of 2022. Many people consider him the number 1 point guard in the class. He's currently at IMG Academy, being recruited by everyone as far as I could tell. I think he's originally from Concord, North Carolina, where he was playing. I think he won a state title out there last year, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's right. And he
Jaden, you're not going to correct him where you originally from? Or you
going my bad.
Yeah.
Is it Rochester? Is it Rochester?
You let Jaden correct you. I'm going to see if you going to represent Jaden or what you going to do here.
Put that pressure on him, Pops.
I didn't know if I could interrupt.
This is your show, baby.
Yeah. Feel free to interrupt. If I make a mistake, interrupt me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like saying, that's like I'm from Brooklyn, but I would never say I'm from New York. I always say I'm from Brooklyn first.
That's right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Originally from Rochester, New York. Did his thing in North Carolina last season and is now at IMG Academy. Jaden Bradley, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
So let's get into it. Let's start from. I always like to start from the beginning. Like, you know, when do you feel like, you know, how long you've been doing this? Like taking basketball seriously. When, like, at what age did you really start feeling like some, you know, you could reach a high level at what you do? You know, were you a late bloomer, early bloomer? Break it down for me.
I mean, I wouldn't say I was a late bloomer, early bloomer. I still got a lot of work to do on my game. I think I'm just committed to my craft, and I just want to be great. So I'm just going to keep working every day.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start playing?
I started playing, I think it was 1st or 2nd grade. I was playing up 3rd and 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So I was playing when I was young.
Okay.
So you always were. I'll ask Pops. So he was always on a high level, even at a young age.
Yeah, you know, he started playing, you know, at 6 years old, 7 years old. He had older cousins that were like 2 years older than him. He's got an older brother. So he naturally started playing with those guys. So he really never played his age probably until we got to Carolina when he was maybe like 12 years old, 11 years old. He was always playing at least 2 or 3 grades up, just competing. That way we just figured that we knew he would be in a position where guys would be more athletic than he was as he played up. But it would make his IQ go through the roof. And, you know, we've been successful with that thus far.
I know you told us you played quarterback at Rutgers, so you have a football background.
Yes.
Did you try to steer him to football early on, or was it always basketball?
Absolutely, I tried to. I mean, I thought I had him, and it's funny because his 8th grade year playing basketball, again, we were playing up, so he was playing 2 grades up on the circuit at Under Armour, 2 grade 16U, and he started to get offers in basketball, but he still wanted to play football. Really good quarterback. I thought he was better at football than basketball. But what happened was once we started to get the offers, I wouldn't let him play football anymore. I was like, listen, man, you know, you solidified yourself. You got a lot of growing to do in this position. Let's not get out there and, you know, get hurt or anything like that. So I think he still wants to play football. He said he's going to try the team at IMG. I said, I don't think coach is going to let you do that.
Word. That's what I was gonna ask you. So you didn't want to give up football? Has it been tough?
Yeah, I didn't want to give it up at first. I mean, some days I still want to play and stuff, but I think it was worth it. I think I'm doing good right now where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start getting ranked in in the game?
I mean, there was a lot of rankings like in middle school. There's a lot of different sites and stuff. I think I was like maybe 15 on one site and maybe like 20 on one site. So there's a lot of sites. But I think like middle school, maybe 7th grade, 8th grade. That's like my first time.
Okay.
Was that like? How did you look at that? Was that something that inspired you, made you want to like move up the rankings, or did it mean anything to you?
It really didn't mean anything to me. I just kept working, just kept putting my head down, just try to get better every day.
Where do you get that work ethic from? Like, have you always had it?
I mean, my parents more than me, my brother, just always playing against him, just watching him grow up and how hard he worked. He just want to make me do the same thing. So,
as I mentioned last season, I think you were in North Carolina. I got a friend of mine who coaches at Charlotte Country Day. Says he's coached against you last couple of years. Said I think you killed him from the way it sounds. He said you got all the tools, and you did your thing. You won a state championship. So what made you decide to transfer to IMG?
I mean, Canada, that was a good place where I was at. I like the family environment, the team, everything. But I just want to IMG that had this different opportunity. Everybody wanted to go to the same place, play at a high level, competing every day. I felt like that was something I wanted to be a part of, so I made the switch.
Yeah, I was telling your father, I've been to the campus because I used to scout for the Nets, and I scouted the young brother that went to Portland, and the facilities look like a college campus, So I can't blame you to take advantage of the. I'm sure you're taking advantage of the weight room and all the other, things that they have to offer. So for a big time athlete like you, I can understand the switch.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So how's it been so far since you've been there? Has it been what you thought it was? What you thought it would be?
I mean, more than I expected. As soon as we got here, on the field, doing conditioning, a lot of that. We're in the weight room every day, getting shots up, practicing in the afternoon. But you still got to get your schoolwork done at the end of the day too. So it's a lot to do in 24 hours.
So talk to me, man, because I'm looking at this list. I see Karl Anthony Towns, Dwight Howard, Paul Pierce, Jason Kidd, and your name as Gatorade Player of the Year, man. And how did we're talking about Hall of Famers, young bro. Like how did that feel to win it in your sophomore year?
I was excited. That definitely wasn't something I didn't expect that. I was just kind of playing, and then one day I just heard it, and I was just blessed to have the opportunity to be with those names. So.
And to the listeners, we're talking about, I think you averaged something like 20-something points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Like, were you playing PlayStation or were you playing basketball? Like, talk to me, baby, because those are some numbers for a sophomore, man.
I was just playing basketball. I had great teammates. They were just making me look good. That was all.
Okay.
Hey,
Pops. He sounds like a professional already with these answers, man.
Yeah. I want to interrupt. I want to tell a quick story about.
Okay, please, Pops. Okay.
So this is how he found out he was a Gatorade Player of the Year. Now, mind you, he's the first sophomore ever in the hoop state of North Carolina, right? As a Player of the Year. So we're outside, me, him, and his mom. We're doing yard work, picking up the little scraps from the yard, mowing the lawn, trimming and everything. So he got the bag. So the male person comes up and hands him a package. He looks at it, goes in it, And he closes it up. So he's like, Dad, we get done. I said, Dad, can I go to the gym? I want to get some shots up. I said, what's in the bag? He said, yeah, I just want Gatorade Player of the Year.
Wow. Oh, that's it?
I said, what? That's what we doing here? Like this is huge.
Wow.
It's one Gatorade Player of the Year. You know what I mean?
Right.
North Carolina. And he's like,
right.
He's really just a humble kid. He just, like he said, he just puts his head down, man. He just works as hard as he can every day. It's crazy.
Yeah. So talk about it, Pops. Like for you, you're on the front line. You eating the popcorn, watching this whole journey. What has it been like for you?
It's been tough because you always want to correct. Because I always want to put him in a position to be the best person that he could be. And the best part about it, he wants to be the best Jaden he could be. He doesn't want to be Kyrie. He don't want to be KD. He want to be the best Jaden Bradley he can be. So every day he working on his craft and he's committing to do something, to get better. And the goals that he sets for himself I love them because they're realistic. Like he doesn't set goals where I want to score so many points. He's like, I want to be a better leader. I want to have less turnovers. I want to get, this guy involved more in the offense. So those are things that are tangible, but it's hard to kind of weigh it. And you wouldn't think a kid like him would want to do that because you think, oh, you want to do it. I want to score 30 now. You score 23, you're going to score 30. Right. But he's really not like that. And I think that's why he's highly regarded as a point guard because he makes a lot of guys better, out there. He's talking about his teammates were good. And he's right. They were good. But he contributed to that too. Absolutely.
Jaden, how would you describe your game at this point? I've had people tell me that you're a pure point guard, but how would you describe your own game?
I would just say make the right reads, downhill point guard. I could score, get my teammates involved. I could do a little bit of everything. That's what I would say.
And then what obviously you always have things you can improve on, but what, right, like at this stage, like for this year, what are you trying to improve on?
Right now, just like all the little things, because like at the next level, everybody's good. Everybody was probably the best player at their high school or whatever. So you just got to focus on the little things that take you a long way.
Now, Jaden, when you talk about the next level, all right, what are we talking about? Are we talking about 3 letters, which I call no babies allowed, the NBA? Or are we talking about college? Or what is your next level? What are you thinking?
I would say like college. That's the next level. Whatever I'm fortunate to play, whether it's overseas or whatever. Like, because college, everybody's good. So you just got to find those little things that's going to help you stay on the court. So.
And you have a bunch of colleges looking at you right now. Like, what is your mindset as far as choosing a college? Like, what are you looking for out of a coach and situation?
Out of a program, I'm just looking for a family environment. If I'm gonna be away from home, I gotta get that brotherhood, that family. Just a system where I fit best. That's gonna fit me, make me look good, make the coach look good. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
And do you have that LeBron James hustle in you where he knows how to pull guys together? Like, do you have a circuit of guys that you might be talking to and say, yo, maybe we can go here, maybe we can go there? Is that going on in the back?
I mean, we all know each other, so
right.
It's a couple of people we talk to. We just talking,
Yeah, throwing stuff out.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play with a big time point guard, bro.
Yes, sir.
When you were growing up, was there like a college that you always wanted to go to? Or are you a fan of college basketball or anything like that?
Growing up, it wasn't really one college I really wanted to go to. I didn't really watch a lot of college basketball growing up. So yeah, it wasn't really one college team.
Who is there anybody? I would assume NBA or it could be college, but anybody's game that you look at the most or compare yourself to at all or try to emulate?
Mm-hmm. Well, as a point guard, you probably want to watch a point guard. So I watched a lot of Chris Paul. And then, like, sometimes I like the way Paul George plays, too, even though he's not a point guard. I like Paul George, the way he can create his own shot. So I like him, too.
So you're basically on track to be a McDonald's All-American. How does that, let's get into that mindset. And I know we're early, but when you go into a game, right, big time game like a McDonald's game or the National Gatorade game, and you have a big time matchup, who's on your playlist, man? Who is it that's gonna get you revved up? Where Jaden's saying, I'm about to give up this smoke, man.
My playlist. It's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah?
To Meek Mill on there. Big Meek Mill. Lil Baby.
Okay.
I like Lil Baby. I like Dave East. Dave East label. A little bit of everything.
Pops, he's definitely from the East Coast, man. Dave East and Meek Mill, that's that East Coast love, baby.
Hey, he can start with Meek Mill. I'm good.
There you go.
Even the OG like Meek Mill.
You can't lose it. That's how I know he's been hanging around Pops, man. Yeah.
No doubt.
So you said we watched your video. And I watched a lot of you before you came on. And what I noticed is that you're a very good finisher around the basket, man. Like you have that, I see you didn't mention Kyrie, but there was one move I saw where you flipped the ball and did some Kyrie ketchup mustard off the glass. Like, is that stuff that's practice or is that just your instincts?
I mean, when I was younger, middle school, I used to try to practice those things, but sometimes it's just like an instinct. Like you just gotta know how to finish the ball. Yeah, it's not really something you can practice on. Like, you can practice on different finishes,
right?
But like you just gotta know when to do them. So
right. And you got my young guy out there, Anthony Gilks, man. Mm-hmm. How's he doing?
Yeah, he's different. For a freshman, he's going to practice. He's working hard. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Tell him we said hello, man.
Yes, sir. I definitely will.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you? Being away from home for the first time. How's that been?
Oh yeah, being away from home, it's different. Miss my family. Miss my bed. But yeah, I think it's paying off. I think I'm getting better every day.
And Pops, I know you miss your baby boy, man. You were talking about it before we got on, man.
Hey, that for those people who don't know, that empty nest is something serious, man. Enjoy it. The time goes by so fast with your babies. You know what I mean? I got two boys, and Jaden has an older brother that he mentioned, and his older brother would just beat him to death. They would be in the backyard. Jaden come in crying. I'm like, yo, man, you gotta go back out there, And his older brother is the reason that he's like he is, and he still talks to him every day. We, like you said, every day he's got something that he's trying to get better at. And I like the fact that he's locked in on his mentals. Mm-hmm. And for him to say, because I would have preferred for him to stay in North Carolina. I mean, you just won a Gatorade Player of the Year as a sophomore. You won a state championship. Why not do that 2 more times here? You could be one of the best players ever out of the state. But for him, he said, Dad, my vision is bigger than this. That would have been selfish on my part because, I would love to do that. I'm sticking my chest out on all the games right here in the backyard, that kind of thing. But for him to say, my vision is going to be bigger than that, and I'm ready to struggle at different times, and I'm ready to handle that adversity and come out on the other side on top. So I got to give kudos to him. So I can't, if I'm missing him, I got to get over that. You know what I mean? It's just about it.
Right.
You mentioned you still have a lot of schoolwork you gotta get done. You're still a student. What about on the academic side? Like, how serious are you taking academics? And for obviously you're only going to be on the court. Even if you play professionally, you probably spend more time off the court than on the court in your life. So I'm just, how serious do you take the other side of it?
Well, I have no choice but to take it serious. Mom always on my back doing my homework. Do my homework, get your homework done, meet with teachers after school. So it's something you got to do.
So you have Pops laughed right away, man.
Mom is she can play, man. Drill sergeant. She does not play.
And that's
That's
important, man, because you know a lot of kids don't have that accountability. So
Right.
you know when you have a father and mother, first of all, that are in your life, and they are holding you accountable to things that you may look at as you don't want to do certain things, but for them, they know the big picture, man. They know at the end of the day, you're a young black man, and you know we're bigger than basketball. So kudos to the Bradleys for that, man.
Hey, man, we highly favored, man. It ain't no way around it, man. I'm telling
Yes, sir.
you. Talk about
Yes.
that too, though. We just talk about how blessed, how favored we are, man. We just kind of put our heads down and grind. It's a lot of things you could do as a top kid. You could be look at me, especially as a point guard. He's just not that guy. You know, I enjoy who he is because I tell him all the time, like, yo, you see that video? Somebody put that on your social media. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, if I was that age, man, it'd be like, they'd be seeing me walking to school. I'll be playing everything, you know.
Hey, Jaden, you just came off a big time camp, right?
On the tournament in Phoenix.
Oh, tournament, right? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
right? And you played pretty well, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So talk about that experience, man.
Yeah, it was different, especially like that was my first time kind of playing with everybody. Still missing Peace, but I think that was big for us to just on the fly work a couple of plays and go out and play other great competition. I think that was big for us to win that.
Nice. Congratulations too.
Thank you.
So what's it gonna be? When is the Monteverdi game?
My first game. I'm not sure yet. We're probably playing them in like a tournament or something.
Okay. We'll be all eyes on that. Go ahead, Jamal.
Yes,
I had to ask that one, man.
Yeah.
What about in the summers? Who do you play with in AAU?
AAU, I was gonna run with CP3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was gonna run with them.
Okay.
Who'd you play with last year?
I played with B Mays Elite on the UA circuit.
Okay.
And CP3 is on EYBL?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Power switch. I hear you. I see you.
It seems like that's his mentality. Like you seem like you have like a real workman-like mentality. You know what I'm saying? Just put your head. Is that kind of how your game is too on the court?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, just trying to find ways to get better. Just every day. That's just the goal.
And what about the pandemic? This is crazy times. You had the mask on for the first part of the interview, so obviously you're doing things are different now. Has it affected you at all in terms of you getting your work done on the court?
Definitely. Like when the pandemic first appeared, like all the gyms were closed down and everything, so that kind of affected me for like a week or two. Not being able to get in the gym, but like I was still finding ways to get better. Me and my brother in the backyard shooting, in the garage working on strength and stuff. And then like after that we found a gym and we were able to get back to it.
Okay.
Good stuff. Well, all right, man. I know you got shoot around in a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
But thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you to your father also.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Yeah, both Jaden Bradley and Nathan Bradley for joining us. Jaden, again, just to remind you, 5-star class of 2022 at IMG now. Like I said, many people consider you to be the #1 point guard in the country. We're watching you. We're rooting for you.
Yes, sir.
You seem like a really great kid and coming from a great family, so easy to root for.
Yeah, we're definitely new fans of yours, and I told your father I used to scout for the Brooklyn Nets, so anytime you want to reach out and ask some questions about that next process, I'm here, man.
Yes, sir.
All right?
We
Thanks for
appreciate
having me.
y'all, man.
Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Pops.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right.